Welcome back to Dicey Shores, where the RPG dice determine my path to progressing through brighter shores. If you're just tuning in now, usually, or at least in the past, I've been rolling on a D10, but as it currently stands, I do not have the forager level to make the next available alchemist potion, and so I have pivoted to our friend the D8 here, and the D8 is going to tell me what skill I have to train next. And that's a 1. That's back to combat. The dice are absolutely bloodthirsty. So we are now going to go check out Goblin Soldiers, which are either this way or that way. I can't remember which one's the chieftain and which one's the soldier, or a chief even. But either way, we are working quickly toward the combat level requirement of the main quest. Actually, yeah, we'll be halfway after this grind. We'll be at 10, and I believe it's 20. I could absolutely look that up, or I could just sound like a fool right now, and that's fine. I'm used to it. Hey, found him. I don't like that triumphant little he gave me, but you know what? He won't be laughing for very long, unfortunately. I do absolutely love goblins. It's one of my, anybody that knows me knows it's like one of, if not my favorite fantasy race. And if the series wasn't any indication, the fact that I have just a bag full of dice that has any number of dice that I'll probably be hopefully rolling in this series, showing off at various points. I absolutely love TTRPG. I'm fairly green to it, all things considered. Like, I have been playing D&D on and off for, oh man, probably close to a decade at this point. But I mainly played Dungeons and Dragons. I have branched out into some things like Apocalypse World, and I playtested a bit of Emerald Templars and All the Witches, which Emerald Templars currently released, All the Witches on the way. Oh no, don't. You just leveled up, Rob. My god, I just saw blood. Like, I just wanted to keep killing. But we actually have to get out of here because we hit our level. But yeah, like, I love TTRPG. It's a lot of fun. Recently I have been planning a campaign to take a few like new players through. So very excited about that. Real quick, let me roll this, and that's a 7, so that's back to chef, which we do have some eels, but will it be enough? We'll find out. But yeah, like, what was I saying? It was goblins. Yeah, like, goblins are just, they're little like goofy guys. Like, I love them. Just the greatest little dudes. One of my first characters was a goblin. It was between, like, I sort of like fluctuated between if you know me personally, you know Mick Swiggins is my dwarf barbarian. Absolutely love him. Love playing him any chance I get. But yeah, like, goblins, like, when I briefly played Magic the Gathering, I played a Kranko mob boss deck. Just because I was like, oh, I could just make a... Did I just drop that? I meant to deposit that. That would have been upsetting. Any chance I get to have like an army of goblins, absolutely, 100%. So let's see how many eels we need for this, or how much jelly we need for this. Not even joking, we actually have the exact amount of eels we need, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. So the red, you know, they say it's hard to pick your favorite children, but I absolutely do have like favorite characters that I've made. And the red and gold die that I was using for the first 2 episodes of this series is from my set of dice from a Strixhaven game that I was on game nights. It's a Twitch channel. They're really great people. And I played an Owlin paladin called Willoughby Wanderfoot. Willoughby Wanderfoot, first year. And he was just super stoked to be there. Like, he was just the goodest boy. And it's just these dice remind me of that game and like the fun that I had with it. And yeah, like they just like mourning your characters that you don't play anymore is like a real thing. Like I was like not burnt out after that show. Like that's not the term I'm looking for, but like I was like emotionally tired. I was like, oh man, like I miss just like, it's like acting, but it's like improv. Like I don't know, like RPG is just magical, man. Like it's just so fun. I love it. Everybody should try it. It's not for everybody, and that's okay, but like I really do think that a lot of people are great at it, that like, you know, they might balk at the like, oh, like D&D, that's for nerds. And it's like, no dude, like I know you'd have a great time with it. Like I don't know, just I don't know. That's my little soapbox about how great TTRPG is. So wow, I'm gonna be like so stoked about any amount of money that I have in this game that's not like 0 silver. We're getting there. Okay, back to combat. Yeah, another thing that doesn't cost us a dime, which is fine by me. Yeah, we are cranking out the actually, hold on, pause. Let me just make sure that I did something correctly in the spreadsheet. Pause. When did that happen? Oh, technically I missed something. So as soon as we hit 10 combat, we had this Roland light up, the obelisk quest. So is that true? Did we need 10 combat for that quest? Maybe it's a recommended level? I don't know. Let's go find out. Oh my god. Whoops. I'm just losing all my shit right now. Let's go start and potentially finish a quest. Commander Hackett on the walls at the town gates. Dang. I gotta be more careful. I didn't even notice that lit up. So technically, I ruined the account another time. How many times will I ruin the account during this series, do you guys think? I'm gonna say upwards of 20, but I think it'll be even worse. So we're gonna go up this way, past our friends. So we will keep in the back of our head that our current task is combat. Our current directive is to kill. No. Goblin, stay down there. Stay down there. Don't hit me. Didn't even hit me. Wasn't even scared. Alright, Commander Hackett. Hey, good day, man. What are we... No, it's not. There's goblins everywhere. Dude, I love the dialogue of this game, RuneScape. Like, just the writing is just so funny. Okay. So we received some stuff. I believe... Yeah, this dude just gets yoinked. And I need to go kill that goblin, which I mean technically is kind of our objective. So technically I'm on task right now if I keep doing this. Where is he? Oh, it's this guy. This little poor level 10 goblin. Dude, we've been training our whole lives for this. Okay, so this will be why I set the requirement to level 10. Because similar to the combat requirements, just due to the nature of how unbalanced, untuned the combat currently is, it can be a bit challenging if you're fighting things above your level, like even by a single level. Hell, I've had problems fighting things at or below my level. Here, man, I got you this key. I have opted to make quest requirements that are not specifically, like, explicitly stated as combat requirements. I've decided to make them into like essentially requirements. You need coins to make it work. Yes, the ways of the ancients are mysterious. Oh, so this actually might be the first time. I probably didn't want to click through that dialogue because this might have been the first time that I've seen it since they made the change. So the obelisk used to be used to enchant your or to tune your weapons to the current zone you're in, and that was when all the combat professions were separate. But now that the combat professions are a global profession, the obelisks are used to enchant your tools. So the quest has actually changed to, I guess they want me to enchant a mallet to repair the barricades with. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I wish I realized before I just mindlessly clicked through that. So yeah, I will enchant this mallet and the thing's bust. Frick. Down spike, goblins knocked it off. Fast flowing river. Alright, so we need to go find this. I believe it's, I think it might be where the pufferfish are. If it's not, it's in this. It might be in a node down here, or a zone down there. But let's check over here because the river bends this way. Oh, actually, is it by the eels? No, I don't think it's by the eels. No, I'm pretty sure it's down here. Yeah, there it is. I remember. Oh, damn, my guy just came ready with the harpoon. Like, he was ready to kill. Man's thirsty for some fish. Ever since he started grinding combat, Roland just hasn't been the same, dude. Like, jeez. Right, so confirmed spike doesn't fit. So, oh yes, I have the instruction tablet now. So let's have a read. Sigils. What do they expect us to do with it? Who knows? Let's find out. Nabeth, the philosopher. Oh yes, that's that. You know what? That's a house that I've done this. I did this quest so long ago that like, minor spoilers for the Easter event, I guess. There is an egg hidden there, I believe. And I was like, who the hell is Nabeth? Totally forgot that they're in this quest. It's either here or no, this might be the old enchantress shop. Yeah, I think this used to be the enchantress shop. Yep. Abandoned shop. And then that's Nabeth's house. I don't remember if they have any other like significance in any quests currently. The philosopher. Hello. Definitely not a figment of your imagination. I need your help. Ancient Kren. Wait, like Kren like Chronopolis? Am I drawing lore conclusions here based on little dialogues, little words here and there? I am excited that there is like a continuous story to this game as opposed to RuneScape. Like RuneScape has different like storylines, definitely, like for sure, but like it is kind of neat that there's a continuous main quest in this one. Like I'm down for that. I am excited. Like world building, again, back to the TTRPG discussion, like world building definitely gets me like super into like fantasy and everything. Okay, so which way? Oh, so there it is. So north faces downward. So let's do that. Then facing north downward. We've got the crooked arrow on our left right here. And wait, no, that's the north. Hold. That's the north side. So yeah, I think I'm right. Yeah, crooked arrow, H. So crooked arrow and H. And then unknown and key. I don't know. Dude just looked like an unknown from Pokemon. Where my brain goes. Did I do it? I did it. Look at me go. I do like I don't think I've used a single I don't think I've used a single guide in this game for like quests. Like granted, some of the puzzles are definitely like that was not a big brain puzzle by any means. But like I like the solving of puzzles. Like I know some people want to like just speedrun quests for like if you tried turning it off and on again. I love it. I know like just account progress. Like you do want to like just speedrun the quests and everything, but I don't know. Like at the same time, I do like following along with the story and everything. Just sort of like lore. Also, I love the cheeky response. So I've definitely said it before in this quest, but I love the cheeky response of like, have you tried turning your magic on and off again? Like, got him, dude. Just the banter in this game is just so good. I sense you wish to talk to me. I sense this conversation is going nowhere. Like, I love stuff like that. I need you to help me, my dude. I need you to grant access. I need you to lower the firewall. Tech support guy's here. He needs to remote into the obelisk. And tell me to reinstall Windows. So it's funny, like, speaking of Cryo Knights, I had envisioned for this character, as his name is Roland Dice, to be a Cryo Knight. However, by the same token, because his name is Roland Dice, I feel like I should roll for my for my class when it comes to that point in the main quest. As much as I want Roland Ice to be an Ice Knight, I kind of love the randomness, and I feel like it would be in the spirit of the account to roll for what my class would be. I don't know, like that just feels right. So what am I supposed to do now? Oh no, wait, can I not use? Oh, there it is, barricade mallet. Yeah, wow, it's right in front of me. I cannot read. Okay, so that teaches me all about enchanting. Awesome. Now this is what I'm talking about, where I feel like at certain points I should have a goal. Maybe it's one of my goal-ins to enchant a new tool, but the price of entry is wild with enchanting tools. So like, I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know at what point that makes sense. Like maybe when I hit 200 in a skill, that makes sense. I don't know. That's something that I'm happy to theory craft with people in the comments about. Like, I didn't even consider enchanting literally until I was editing the other day, and I was like, wow, I did not even think about a kind of like an important mechanic to the game. Like, I know just because of the price of entry, I think all of my tools that I have for a skill that I have enchanted in, like fishing and which I mainly just do lobster ventures at the minute. But like fishing and forager, currently I am only, I think it's like level 10 enchanted on every tool that I use. But like, I feel like going higher than that is wild at this stage, especially for this account. Like my main only has like 5 gold at any time just because I do so much alchemy. Oh wow, I got a new weapon. Dope. Oh, and I got a lot of combat experience. Okay. So here's the, wow, I got a, oh my god. Okay. So I just entirely bypassed chiefs and I have to go straight to Hairbees. Okay, let's think about this. Hang on. Hold up. First of all, let me put my level in the spreadsheet. So that is 14 combat. Terrific. Second of all, let me check out this weapon. Not as good as my epic. Understandable. Gonna sell it. Third of all, we still technically have a combat task. I did not forget. Let's grab the gallery card for, oh my god, I did not like that roar right in my face, sir. Let's grab the gallery card for Goblin Chiefs. And then this is the first and only Goblin Chief we have to kill as a result of that insane experience jump. That's like people rushing Waterfall Quest in RuneScape to get combat experience. That's what that felt like. Okay, and now we can move on to Hair Beasts, which is our current task proper. And we will almost certainly kill one and then be done with combat. So we just quested out of our combat task, kind of, sort of. Which, you know, I'm fine with that. I mean, we are really racing to the combat requirement for the Hopeport quest line, so that's fine, or the main quest, so that's totally fine with me. We're actually at the point where I don't remember at what point they tell you you can do bow training. Maybe it is 20 combat. I thought it was 15 for some reason. But no, why else would they want you to do 20 combat? Whatever. We're not going to touch it until we have all the requirements anyway. That's kind of how we roll here. Oh, storage rifts. I'm so jealous of you. Soon. Actually, not soon at all. I'm sure it's a ways away. That'll be the first thing that I like really would like love to get is level into the Spider's Nest quest, which I don't even actually off the top of my head know what the requirements are. I just know I got them. I think it's 32 Carpenter, isn't it? Because that's like what everybody pushes Carpenter for. I feel like there's got to be like on the high scores, there's got to be once you hit 32, like everybody above you is 32 for a while. Like it feels like one of those where people just don't train it past a certain point. Okay, so that's our level, and hey, oh yeah, okay, I wasn't making that up. Bow training is level 15. That's handy. Does it count as a? Oh, okay. Well, I already had the gallery card, so I don't have to do anything. A ranged weapon would be nice, but as it's kind of part of the... Well, no, I'm going to say that because I unlocked it in the gallery card, I can just go do that. No, it... It's part of the quest. I'm going to hold off on bow training until I can actually do the quest in full. That feels right. That feels honorable for rolling dice. So, we're going to roll again. We got a 7, which I believe brings us back to the kitchen. Back to the old delectable dab. So, we're on omelets, which we don't need to gather anything for. That is just eggs, I believe. I think it's truly just eggs. I think you just cook them twice, right? Or no, you cook them once? It's vegetable stew that you cook twice. I did a good bit of passive cooking. Not passive cooking, but like really AFK cooking. I'm just absolutely double checking that all of these things are the things I want to sell. Yeah, I don't think we're getting any better on the shield. Because we have an epic, don't we? Or a rare. Okay. So, I'm going to get 1 egg. And I'm going to get the gallery card, and then I'll math out the rest of what I need. My god, omelets are fast. I mean, I know they're low experience and like fairly low profit, but like, god, they're fast. Okay, so we need 5 omelets. Yeah, and just looking at that, like at the wiki, eels, like the jellied eels that we made were 69. These are 38 experience. Like, the difference is absolutely wild. But it's because omelets are like a one action, one item cooking method. Like they're so, like they're very slow, but they're very low maintenance at the same time. Yeah, I spent a decent bit, like when I got really bored of my alchemy grind, it was mostly the grind from the, what was it? It was 185. I still remember this. The 10% hope ports to the 364 that you need for the 10% hope forest. That grind was brutal. And it's when I actually started putting passive points into my alchemist level. Because it was just so brutal. And also partially because I was not going to be able to afford the ingredients that I needed to train. But the chef grind that I was doing, I think it was Telleril's cheat sheet that he posted on that. Wow, I left the dice cam open again. I'm sorry for that, guys. At least you can see that I'm really playing the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, back to Forager. Dope. But yeah, I was following Tell's cooking cheat sheet on Reddit, and it is ingrained in my head that it was like stews to sandwiches to omelets, and then you could do the like the pies, but you'll lose money and everything. Like it was bookmarked on my browser for a while I was doing that. So I've spent nearly as much time in the kitchen as I have in the apothecary. Not that much though. Okay, well, that was easy. So yeah, we're absolutely cooking through levels right now. We still are not quite at the point where we can go back to training alchemy. But we're going to train combat again. Imagine that. We never train combat. Here we are a combatless account. We are purely pacifist. It's absolutely not our highest skill. It will not continue to be our highest skill, especially not after gaining like 4 or 5 levels at once from a quest. That would be interesting. I know there's certain quests in RuneScape that I think it's mainly for like 1 defense peers. Like I feel like it was like what lies below, one of them, where they have an option for you to opt out of the defense experience so as not to ruin your peer. And I wonder if like there's a world where games like this and RuneScape just sort of in general, they're like, hey, do you want quests to gain you experience or no? Like, I guess when Project Xanaris comes out, and like they have like private servers, I wonder if that'll be a customization that people do. Wow, I actually got very afraid at like all the low hits, all the low rolls that I was hitting at the beginning of that fight. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna die, and this is going to be one of those things that when the combat update where health no longer regens happens is really gonna screw me. But I don't know. Hopefully it's a ways away. Although, knowing Fen Research, it'll come out tomorrow and I will not be prepared. Another new upgrade for our boy Roland Dice. He's looking even more protected with his helmet. Wild that we still don't have gloves or trousers. My god, I can't wait to have a cape. Oh my god, we leveled and we finally got a torso. And look at that, I just noticed we're starting to see the Hope Forest striping appearing on our almost unlocked our future content. It was funny because earlier, either this episode or last episode, I was talking about how cool Valerie is, and there they are. So very cool. There was a video that I watched where they'd said comment your, like, if you see me in game, tell me your favorite pancake flavor. It's like, I have to. I gotta do it. So shout out to Valerie. But yeah, that is where I think I'm gonna call this episode. So what was that? That was 16 combat. So we are absolutely cruising through our combat levels, in no small part thanks to the obelisk quest. Actually, let me bring up the spreadsheet here. So here's what we're looking at right now. 16 combat, 18 hope port, which we're doing really well on the combat front. Obviously, hope port will catch up. It's a bit challenging only having 3 of the 4 skills available to us now. But okay, well, you're just gonna start getting beat up by bugmen right near me and screaming in my ear. I'm gonna walk over here. But yeah, we completed the obelisk, which actually locks us out of a quest, which I programmed into the sheet because I thought that was like a cool visual. Like it would be cool if we got to the point where we did the obelisk, or we didn't do the obelisk and we had to do this quest, but we're literally never going to see this quest. So interesting. I guess if you progress the main quest to a certain point, they have to teach you about enchanting, and so they make you do that one, if I had to guess. But yeah, so our Golans are looking pretty clean. We really just need level up, and then we start to dip our toes into a wider pool of professions. So that's exciting. But yeah, we're cruising right along. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Have a good one.